Before I start this video, I need to make some disclaimers. One, I'm gonna talk about periods in this video, so if you're squeamish about that kind of stuff, then I suggest that you get a grip and grow the fuck up. Two, I'm gonna say women and girls a lot in this video, but that is in no way meant to disregard the fact that a lot of people who don't identify as female still have uteruses and therefore still get periods. You're not a woman, and I'm no way telling you that you are a woman. The reason I'm saying girls and women is because I am afraid that me as a cisgendered woman will accidentally say something wrong because I don't know your struggles personally. And I don't want to spread wrong information, but that's in no way meant to disregard the fact that periods are probably 10 times worse for you because it might come with body dysmorphia. And I'm really sorry that you have to go through that. Let's just start by explaining what periods actually are, because some people might not know that. So every month the uterus prepares for a fertilized egg, and if the egg isn't fertilized, the body releases the tissue as blood through the vagina. You'll bleed between 3 to 7 days, and there's no holding it in. I'm sorry, it's just I saw an article yesterday with some dude who was just like, oh, well, why can't women just hold in their periods? It's not my fault that they can't just hold it in. It's not like pee. It doesn't come from the bladder. It's not like you have blood in your pee. It doesn't come from the same hole. You can't hold it in. It will bleed constantly between 3 to 7 days. The reason I'm making this video is because I think that we need to be better at explaining and talking openly about what periods are, because a lot of girls have not been explained well enough what it is before they actually get their periods. Some girls are not even told what periods are. I've heard horror stories about girls who think that they might be dying because suddenly they're bleeding and they're like, oh no, what is this? Because their parents and their schools have not explained to them what periods are. Luckily, I was explained because, one, my parents are very open about that kind of stuff, so luckily they did explain this to me. And at the same time, I was also explained some stuff in school. But while I didn't knew it was coming, and I kinda knew some stuff about it, I was in no way explained enough. First of all, I didn't know that you would bleed constantly for almost a week. I thought that one time a month, you would bleed, and then that would be it. It was just blood, boom, nothing else. But no, it's 3 to 7 days. I'm one of the lucky few who has only 4 days, but some girls have it legitimately 7 days where they just bleed. Because you tell girls that they will get their periods one time a month. So obviously you don't think it's gonna be almost a week. If you're just told it's one time a month, you don't think it's almost a week, because how is that? That shouldn't qualify as one time a month, because it's a quarter of a month. Obviously some girls might be explained that that lasts for days, but a lot of girls aren't. At the same time, I thought that you needed to wear pads constantly. So 2 weeks after I had my first period, I asked my mom if we could go out and buy some more pads, and she was getting really worried because she was like, are you still bleeding? Because, a 2-week period, that's a little worrisome. So on top of that, we need to stop learning young girls that while your period is a beautiful, amazing thing, it's something you need to hide and not talk about openly, because boys, they might get uncomfortable. We didn't learn about periods in class. I know some might, but in my school we didn't. The girls was dragged outside, and then we had to learn about it, because we can't have boys learning about periods. That's not gonna cause any problems in the future for the world, that boys don't know enough about periods. If they would just learn what periods are, maybe they wouldn't get so fucking ridiculous about it. Even though I'm an adult and I know better, I can't shake this feeling that periods are something shameful that I should hide. As if periods are something that we can control and not a bodily thing that everyone with uteruses have to deal with at some point. I'm getting better at it though. One time I was sitting in class and I was on this Clue app, which by the way I can recommend. It's really, really good at, you put in when you are on your period, and if you are like me, a person who don't really have any feel of time, seriously lately I have no feel of time at all, then you can see when the last time you had your period was, and when it's most likely to come again, which is really, really helpful, and for me I really love it. But I was on that app in class because I was on my period, And one of my friends, who is a guy, was sitting next to me, and he was looking at it, and he didn't really see what was going on the app. He just kind of saw that I was on some sort of app. He asked me, are you on Tinder? Because I closed it down before he could, like, see more. And then I was like, no, because at that time I was not on Tinder. He just kind of ended up going like, oh, you're on Tinder. Can you just show me your phone? If you're not on Tinder, why can't you just show me your phone? And I was just like, dude, you don't care. Why do you care? This isn't interesting to you. You shouldn't care. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna write to all of our friends that you're on Tinder. And I was just like, oh my god, dude, for fuck's sake, trust me, you don't care about this. I just ended up going, dude, it's an app that tracks your period. And he just went, oh, okay. And then he just stopped talking to me for the rest of the class. It was awkward, but I am luckily not friends with any asshole, so he didn't freak out and start saying, oh, that's so gross, why did you tell me that? Like, maybe that's because he could see that he had kind of pushed me into telling him. He didn't freak out, which a lot of boys would have. Anyways, yeah, I just feel like we need to be better at talking openly about periods. We need to explain better what it is, and we need to stop thinking about whether or not boys will get uncomfortable or weirded out if we talk about it. And you really don't have to take it when some stupid cis guy asks you if you're on your period as a way of disregarding your feelings if you're upset. He doesn't understand how much periods suck. Let me just tell all you boys out there that cramps are literally the worst thing in the world. For me personally, I've tried it one time where it was so bad that I legitimately thought I was dying. I was so close to telling my dad, can we please go to the hospital? I think I might be dying. The only thing I could do was just laying in the bathroom floor and just whimpering because I was in so much pain. It sounds like you're being overdramatic, but it literally felt like I was being stabbed. Plus, there's all of the hormone thing, and like, I feel like we're allowed to be emotional when it comes to this, and we're allowed to talk openly about our struggles, because periods fucking sucks. We shouldn't have to shut up about it as if it was some kind of taboo. It shouldn't be a fucking taboo. But I think that's all I have to say on the topic of periods. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe if you want to see more from me, you can click right over there. You can click right there to see my last video, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye! I'm so sorry. Seriously, stop that.